Welcome everybody to the College Football Preview Show on the Grueling Truth Sports Network. I'm your host, Mike Goodpaster. Today we're going to look at the last regular season game of the college football season as the Black Knights from Army battled a midshipman from Navy in the biggest rivalry game there is out there, guys. Army-Navy, both teams very good. I know in the past we've had a lot of bad matchups, but Navy ran out the first 5 or 6 games of the year. Army, very good football team. Their only loss was to Notre Dame, which is why I think they may have to play this game maybe the last week or 2 weeks before this, because if Army would have beaten Notre Dame, could you put them in the playoffs? Because what if they lose to Navy? But that's neither here nor there. Army versus Navy. Bet the game at BetMGM, the top sportsbook for betting on college football. Make sure you click on the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. All right, guys, weather should not be a factor in Landover, Maryland. All right. With no precipitation and winds below 10 miles per hour, considering both offenses have top 25 rankings in Havoc, the handicap comes to the defense best suited to defend the opponent's run concepts and play action pass. Army runs the highest percentage of run concepts using outside zone and man, as the latter has produced a monster 25% explosive play rate. Navy has not defended man concepts well all season, generating a low 35% success rate while giving up an explosive 15% of attempts. There is reason to believe Udo will generate explosives with taking handoffs from Daly, as the sophomore has 64 attempts for man run concepts with 21 explosive plays. Now, Navy is also flush with numerous run concepts that have an even distribution from a usage perspective. The midshipmen have generated the most success through power and outside zone read concepts. While both create a high success rate in moving the change, power has generated an explosive play on 20% of attempts. The defense of the Black Knights has severely struggled against both run concepts. But outside zone may be the key for Navy. Army has a dreadful 38% success rate against the outside zone while allowing an explosive of 20% of opponents' attempts. Each offense is expected to move to chains frequently with the execution on the ground. Army has been more potent offensively from a play action perspective, as Daly is top 10 in big time throw rate of all FBS quarterbacks with at least 40 attempts. Both offenses are set to execute in the extended red zone and the kicking game. Army and Navy are top 25 in offensive finishing drives, as both teams rank top 5 nationally in red zone touchdown rate. This classic has failed to go over 40 points since 2013. But with the new run concepts and personnel on offense and analytics suggest, I think the total of this game is probably going to go over 48 points. All right. This projection makes Army a 9.5-point favorite when you look at how we do it at the Grueling Truth. Now, with recent common opponents in mind, Army blew out Tulane in the AAC championship game just 3 weeks after the Green Wave blanked Navy. All right. And that was at Navy. Army is the desired play at any number under a touchdown in this contest. If you're going to bet MGM and this line is under 7 points, you pound Army all day. All right. You can consider props, do whatever you want. But Army is the better team. And when you look at the matchups, the run concepts both teams use, the defenses both teams use, there is no doubt in my mind right here that Army is going to win this game, and they're going to win it by more than 6 points. I would actually, as we said, when I sat down and ran the numbers, I came up with Army should be a 9.5 favorite. Instead, they're only a 6.5-point favorite. So I'm going to put a couple of units on this game, guys. I'm going to hit Army hard. I think Army wins this game. Army goes into the bowl season as the Commander-in-Chief Trophy winner. This is the best Army team we've seen in years. And Navy's not too far behind them. This is going to be a great football game. But I think in the end, Army beats Navy, let's say 31-21. I think they pull away with a late touchdown in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, if you want to follow me on X, do it at Grueling Truth. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications on YouTube. Make sure you go check out thegruelingtruth.com. But for now, guys, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.